The news of the day, De'Von Achane going to be out several weeks with that knee injury. We brought you a complete reaction video to the news. It's up on our channel, Dolphins Today. We also brought you a short when breaking news happens, and that is why you subscribe. We're getting really close to meeting our goal of 47K, but when Dolphins breaking news happens, we've got you covered, and Miami went ahead and made another roster move, bringing in a new running back. Going to tell you all about him on Dolphins Today. We've got the funk or Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Either way, hey, the Dolphins made a roster move, bringing in running back Jake Funk. That's right, De'Von Achane went out for a couple of weeks earlier today, or that news was announced earlier today. So what did the Dolphins do? They wasted no time in bringing in Jake Funk, signing him to the practice squad. Let's get to know our new guy, Jake Funk. Now, not a lot of career stats to go off of, as you see on your screen there. 15 games played, 4 carries, so not a lot of tread on the tires. That's how I see that. 3.8 yards per carry, 15 yards. He spent time with both the Rams and most recently the Colts. Back in 2021, he was a 7th-round pick, 233 overall, to the Los Angeles Rams. Played college at Maryland. Now again, let's pause. Let's relax a little bit. The sky is not falling here on Dolphins Today. Yes, we lose De'Von Achane for several weeks, and this was just a move to add a little bit of depth to the running backs room and really boost up that practice squad roster as some of the bigger names might be coming off IR. A little teaser for what's ahead. But again, I'm not going to go crazy over a running back being signed to the practice squad who has 15 career games played and 4 career carries. But when breaking news happens, we've got you covered, and it is a new addition to the Dolphins practice squad. So, Jake Funk, we've got the funk in Miami. How about that? But I want you to be honest with me. Weigh in on the comments. Does Jake Funk make an impact in the running back room? Type Y for yes or N for no. I think most people know the answer to this. It's probably a no, right? But hey, when breaking news happens, we've got you covered, and that is why you subscribe. So the De'Von Achane injury, him being out several weeks, that is the news of the day. But this is kind of the domino effect of what's happening with the rest of the organization because of that news bomb that was dropped earlier today. We're going to tell you what it all means and take a deep dive into that running back room. But first, I gotta tell you about PrizePicks, proud presenting sponsor of today's show of Dolphins Today, and easily, without question, no doubt about it, however you want to say it, PrizePicks is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy. How does it work? Well, it's really simple. And you know what? You guys know me by now. I love simple. So with PrizePicks, you're simply making picks on more or less of players' projected stats. Check out how I did last night on Monday Night Football. I begged producer Jack to let me use this in our PrizePicks example because I went 2 for 2, baby. I wasn't exactly in on Jordan Love, so I picked him to have less passing yards than his projected stats. And you know what? I felt like A.J. Dillon asking him to get 46.5 yards rushing. That wasn't too much of an ask. So I picked more for that. And I'm a winner, baby. So I'm not promising you I'm going to make you money every time. But you know what? Anytime I go 2 for 2, I'm going to take a little bit of a victory lap. But that's how simple it is. So you see exactly how PrizePicks works. It's just more or less versus player projected stats. And for being a Dolphins fan, we've got a special deal for you. Subscriber to Dolphins Today, we're making a $100 deposit match. To claim it at prizepicks.com/CLNS. So don't waste any more time. Make your account right now. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use that code CLNS. Say it one more time. Make sure you're listening. CLNS for a first deposit match up to 100 buckaroos. And don't worry, that link will be in the comment and the description of today's video. Now, The Dolphins signed Jake Funk to the practice squad because it was made official that De'Von Achane will be out several weeks with the knee injury. Still going to get a second opinion to determine if he needs to go on IR. And make no mistake about it, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but worth taking a look at these stats one more time because they are eye-popping. They are video game numbers. I said it earlier, I don't think anyone could compile these stats on Madden playing on the rookie level. 38 carries, 460 yards, 5 touchdowns, 12.1 yards per carry. Add in there that De'Von Achane has 2 receiving touchdowns on the year as well, so he's been involved in the passing game, and it's just simply a guy that changes the dynamics of a game. He's electrifying in every sense of the word, so it's a huge loss. But when you take a look at the rest of the running back room, the sky is not falling. And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Raheem Mostert is, I would say, 31 other teams in the National Football League would love to have Raheem Mostert. He's been a proven back in this league, and he's been tremendous in Mike McDaniel's offense as well as with Frank Smith, offensive coordinator, finding ways to get him the ball, and he has been impressive this year. 6 rushing touchdowns, so nothing to worry about with Raheem Mostert as your RB1. Now, where it gets interesting, Salvon Ahmed was RB2 at the beginning of the season. He was pretty impressive in the preseason, 4th-year pro out of Washington. I think I'm fully comfortable with him stepping in as RB2. Now, Chris Brooks, the undrafted rookie out of BYU. Where does he factor in to all of this? He's been a guy that when given the opportunity, and again, this was against the Denver Broncos in mop-up time, so it's not like these are eye-popping numbers that Chris Brooks is putting up, but he is a guy that has proven he can handle the rock as well in a very, very limited sample size. So yes, the Dolphins signed Jake Funk today. Here's a little bit more from one of my favorite Dolphins beat writers, Barry Jackson at Florida Sports Buzz, but basically reiterating the fact that this is a guy that is brought in to be on the practice squad. 15 yards on 4 career carries for the Rams and the Colts, 7th-round pick out of Maryland, and essentially replaces Darrynton Evans, who left the Fins practice squad to join the Bears roster. So there you get a little look into why this happened. But again, the exciting part is the depth in the running back room for the Dolphins, because we haven't even talked about Jeff Wilson Jr. yet, who is predicted to resume practice activities this week. He's eligible to come off of IR. And look at this production from 2022 as RB2 for the Miami Dolphins. 176 carries, 860 yards, 5 touchdowns, nearly 5 yards per carry. So if and when Jeff Wilson is healthy to step in, he's a viable option as well. That's why, again, I don't love De'Von Achane being on, missing multiple weeks and potentially being on IR. But if there was a position group that could handle it, it's the running back room. Then when you take a look at the upcoming schedule for the next 4 weeks, yes, that game in Philadelphia is one you circle on the calendar. You'd love to be at full strength for Sunday Night Football against arguably the best team in the NFC. I still think that best team is the San Francisco 49ers. But you get it. One of 2 undefeated teams in the National Football League. You'd love to have Achane for that, but it's okay. Then, the bottom of your screen there, Kansas City Chiefs. That game is in Germany. So, important note there. And for the Dolphins, you feel really good about being heavy favorites against both the Panthers and the Patriots. And then tough opponents between the Eagles and the Chiefs in the next 4 games. But then it's the bye week. So plenty of time for Achane to get healthy. You want to make sure you don't rush him back too soon. And again, with the players we've outlined, you know that this running back room is ready for the next man up, ready to have that next man up mentality, which I believe it will be Jeff Wilson, Salvon Ahmed, and Chris Brooks. I think we'll all get an opportunity to show that they can be that next man up. So I want to know from you, are you concerned about the Achane injury. Again, it's not season ending. That's been declared by multiple sources, but the length of time as far as the timeline to return is still up in the air. Going to get some finalized second opinions, that sort of thing. But knowing he's not gone for the season, how concerned are you, or are you concerned about the Achane injury? 1 for yes, 0 for no. I personally love the guy, and this is not to shortchange Achane because what he's done has been incredible. I want to make sure I reiterate that point. His 7 total touchdowns in his first 4 games as a rookie is a record in the Super Bowl era. So that production is just incredible. We are going to miss De'Von Achane for that reason, obviously so many other reasons, but I don't think this is catastrophic, so I'm not concerned. Go ahead and put me down for a 0 there. Want to give a shout out, as we always do, to our Aqua Club members. They help our channel. It's real easy to join the Aqua Club. When we go live tomorrow, that's your next opportunity to send in a $100 super chat for a membership into the Aqua Club. We've got 3 members. Shout out Chad Jones, shout out Lord Buddy Bear, and shout out David Breecount. You guys are tremendous supporters of Dolphins Today and have been etched in Dolphins Today history forever as members of the Aqua Club. So subscribe. We appreciate it. We appreciate your support of Dolphins Today. Jake Funk, the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. Shout out producer Jack. Thanks for watching this edition of Dolphins Today, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dolphins Live. Make sure you join us for that. It's a ton of fun. We will be live at 5 o'clock Eastern on Dolphins Today, and we will see you.